and our esteemed panelists, my dear friends, for this session. I request 𝗟𝗶𝗸𝗲, Head of School 𝗟𝗶𝗸𝗲𝗲 School, 𝗟𝗶𝗸𝗲𝗲, Hyderabad, to please step forward onto the stage. 𝗙𝗶𝗸𝗲𝗲𝗲, Principal 𝗟𝗶𝗸𝗲𝗲𝗲 Memorial School, Hyderabad, to please step forward onto the stage. Yes, we have ladies who are clapping here, wonderful audience. Thank you for sharing the energy. And I would like to call upon 𝗟𝗶𝗸𝗲𝗲𝗲𝗃, CEO, Noble Palm Skills School, Hyderabad, to please, yes, come onto the stage for the panel discussion. Caroline Diane Ross, Principal, Springfields International School, Hyderabad, I request you to please step forward and be seated on stage. Would like to call upon Syed Zamir, Principal, Lead High School, Hyderabad, to please step forward and take your seat on stage. Syed Zamir. We move forward to our next panelist, Ponturu Anil Kumar, Principal, Pragnya Global School, 𝗟𝗶𝗸𝗲𝗲, to please step forward and take your seat on stage. Our next panelist, Dr. 𝗙𝗶𝗸𝗲𝗲 Venkat, Directress HM 𝗙𝗶𝗸𝗲𝗲 High School, Hyderabad, to please step forward and take your seat on stage, ma'am. Next, we'd like to call upon Roshni M. Raitandani, Vice Principal, Leaping Frogs, the school from Banjara Hills, to please step forward and take your seat on stage. And finally, we'd like to call upon Dr. S. Suresh Babu, Coordinator, School Leadership Academy, 𝗟𝗶𝗸𝗲𝗲𝗃, to kindly please step forward and take your seat on stage. My dear friends, we will be discussing around how to teach and equip students for the future, higher education and jobs, modify the curriculum in order to create better employment-ready courses, and inclusion of soft skills training. These will be the points that will be discussed here today at the panel discussion. And now I hand it over to Mr. 𝗙𝗚𝗍 𝗍𝗏 to take over.
Thank you.
A very good afternoon to everyone. Hope you all had a good lunch. Yes, no?
Yes.
Thank God. We'll have a good panel now, okay? I could see actually kind of frowning faces and people are very hungry. Thank you so much. My name is 𝗟𝗏 𝗍𝗏, and I'm the moderator for this session. Welcome to the panel discussion of the most important topic, preparing to teach the students of tomorrow. Before we begin this panel, I would like to request each of my esteemed panelists to give a brief introduction of 30 seconds, and to make it slightly different from previous panels, please add 2 to 3 hobbies in just a few words of yours, so that people are able to have some idea about your personality as well. Ladies first, universal purpose.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Caroline Ross, the principal of Springfields International School. I'm here, so my hobby, of course, is I love talking.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mrs. 𝗙𝗶𝗸𝗲𝗲𝗃, working with the 𝗟𝗶𝗸𝗲𝗲𝗃 Memorial School. I'm so sweet as the polarity sweets are. And my hobby is making soft toys and wearing bangles according to the matching of my saree or dress. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is 𝗟𝗶𝗸𝗲𝗃, heading 𝗟𝗏𝗲 World School, 𝗟𝗏𝗲𝗃, Hyderabad. So I believe in spreading happiness around. I love people and greet people with a smile. And when it comes to hobby, I love traveling, I love music, and I'm a food connoisseur. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is 𝗟𝗶𝗸𝗲𝗃. I'm founder and CEO of Noble Palm Skills School, which is in Hyderabad.
Hi everyone. So, may I have me? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that gives us like, yeah, everybody has seen me. So that I can. Okay, so I'm Dr. 𝗖𝗶𝗸𝗲𝗄 and born and brought up in Mumbai, and I came to Hyderabad, 𝗙𝗪𝗲 and started the school in '94 with preschool and extending every year. And my hobby, it's as usual traveling. I love traveling a lot, and unusual hobby, I don't know who anybody has, but I have really a hobby of teaching. Even when a beggar came, when I was in my childhood, I even gave a beggar soap, clothes, everything, and I told him that go home, take a bath and all, come to me, I'll teach you. So this is what I do. And because of that hobby, I started a school. So preschool and all.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Roshni. I run Leaping Frogs, the play school, which is now also an elementary school. I wouldn't want to go with a hobby, but I do want to share an experience that I frequently come across, for which I'm here to break the barrier. So, as you see, I am one of the youngest ones here. So the common question that I get from parents is that, can you run a school? So I confidently tell them that I have been in the field now for the last 8 years, and I believe I'm at the right stage at the right time, being young and experienced to a great extent. So that's, I would take as my superpower now. Thank you.
Just 1 second, sir. Can we have one more chair? We have one panelist who just arrived, Syed, sir. One more chair. Please come to the stage, sir. Please proceed. I need some, yeah.
Thank you, 𝗙cie sir. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Anil Kumar, Principal of Pragna Global CBSE School, 𝗟𝗶𝗲𝗲. First of all, I would like to thank Time to Grow Media for conducting such a beautiful brainstorming summit over here. And they have been doing this across the India. First of all, I congratulate them and I heartfully thank them for giving us this opportunity and for giving me this opportunity to share in this esteemed panel. My hobby is playing basketball. And from my childhood, I have been playing basketball. I am a senior basketball player.
Thank you, sir. Syed, sir, quick, yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, this is Suresh Babu. I'm working as a coordinator of the School Leadership Academy 𝗟𝗏𝗲𝗄 and also heading the Department of Maths and Sciences of 𝗟𝗏𝗲𝗄. It's a great privilege for me to be with Time to Grow for the summit, education summit. My hobbies, of course, are travel and photography. Thank you.
Yeah. Hello, good afternoon, everyone. All are here professionals and dignitaries and directors and correspondents. Actually, my name is Syed. I am 𝗖𝗶𝗸𝗲𝗲, a lead correspondent. My favorite subject is science. Because I like that subject, I do experiment from the passionate learner from the primary level only. So you know the larvae of the mosquitoes, how it forms. I used to play in the primary level with my fellow friends. As growing with this experience, I have learned one important thing about science, that all subjects are my favorite subjects. The first subject is chemistry. There are 118 elements, as you know. So all elements are having unique properties, whether physical, chemical. But all, the fluorine is the most favorite element and inspiring element to me, because it is most electronegative element. It can pull the electrons from the most electropositive element. That is one reason. Second, physics, because Newton's third law, everyone knows. Action equal to reaction. Third is biology. Cell exists.
Syed, sir, 3 seconds more. 3 seconds more.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cell exists from pre-existing cells. So, who is originated from whom? That is the question, always. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Yes, the moderator's hobbies are, I'm a badminton player, cyclist, swimmer, scuba diver, skydiver, and an avid backpacker. strongly believe in work-life balance. So coming back to today's topic, as we navigate towards the ever-changing landscape of the education sector, it's important to understand how best we are equipping our educators, our teachers, in terms of knowledge, skills, and mindset, which is actually required to effectively teach to the students or the next generation learners. With the advancement in technology, the changing needs of the students and the societal expectations, the roles of a teacher has been continuously evolving, okay? Be it school teacher or a faculty in a university. And we all know the current trends in the education sector, being we're talking about augmented reality, virtual reality, mixed reality, we are talking about blended learning, we are talking about multicultural learning, emotional and social learning, because people do not know how to control their emotion and sentiments and they're going in wrong directions. So like this, there are, and again we're talking about green education and sustainability, that's very important. So today our expert panelists over here will share their views, strategies in terms of how an educator should equip to teach the students of tomorrow. So with this note, I'd like to ask the first question to Veena ma'am. So we're talking about, in today's context of globally engaged citizens in an increasingly interconnected world. Just a fraction of a second and you are connecting people across the globe. So what steps have the school taken to have concepts of global perspective, global acceptance at a school level in the students?
Yeah, thank you, Ashish, for this question. As we know that many things are happening around the world, and how do we get updated about it? We have a term, global citizenship. So this can happen when we have a curriculum which imbibes the learning that will help a child to become a global learner and global citizen. So what basically every school or management has to do is to make our children global learners. That include a few skills which are mandatory to be adapted. First is how the child is knowing about the culture of the other countries. Then comes how is he able to present his own learning or exchange of ideas. And then comes, the other areas such as integrity, then self-confidence, which we talk about openly as 21st century learning skills. We know that the entire world is a global village now. And every school, it is mandatory for us to think beyond. I can just relate to Ms. Divya, who had shared a presentation just half an hour back, where she has discussed about how some of her close friends were getting a job after having all the qualification at the same time. When they were not in the particular job, they were totally stuck. So we need to prepare our children from the age of 6, from grade 1, to incorporate the global perspective subject as a subject. In Cambridge, it is mandatory, or it is up to the school whether you want to have it. So what does this subject do? Basically, it prepares the children to know about the entire world, how things are happening. A lot of research areas are being integrated in the regular curriculum where the child finds out things on his own. And on a bigger picture, when we talk about the middle school, the children should be given an opportunity to have the 3 things connected with the entire world, which talks about economic, social and cultural connections. So what generally the school educators, teachers should promote in their respective classes is have a lot of student exchange program organized. And during COVID time, we were all blessed to have these connections happening in our regular classrooms. And most of the schools must have been using the IDS, International Dimension of Schools, where there's a lot of collaboration which happens across the countries to know basically the culture and the best of career options also available across countries to reach out and prepare our children for the global, future prospects that they can get into. And the second, many of the schools are into student exchange. I would like to quote an example here. Recently, 2 months back, we were approached with the school world, with this school, a Japanese educational company, who get in touch with 𝗟𝗶𝗲𝗲 School, and we had incorporated a student exchange program online. and we had participated in the Sustainable Development Goal Enrichment Program across how we are doing in India, in our school, especially in 𝗟𝗶𝗸𝗲, and how things are being taken up there. Beyond these, since United Nations talks about the SDG, we also, many schools have adopted certain goals for ourselves. So these things are imbibed in our education culture or curriculum to make our children become a global learner. When we talk about the certain subjects which are being introduced, like environmental management, and business studies, that itself has a curriculum which is in line with how our children are going to take up their future and be globally aligned. So in short, I would like most of the schools who are really into student exchange program, having organizing programs such as modern United Nations conferences where children know about the problems of the world. And when any child takes up any such initiative on a very serious note, probably the child is getting into a new kind of a career option there itself. So these are the things, and then happens student exchange is a must when we have to connect globally across, because making connections is what is the key for the upcoming school education sector. Thank you so much.
Hello, thanks Veena ma'am. Thank you for the overall gist. And the next question is to 𝗟𝗔 ma'am. Should the curriculum include courses on employment and kind of so that students are ready to absorb the job, or should we leave it for higher ed space? And with NEP 2020, where they're planning instead of 10 plus 2, 3 plus, they're having the change of 4 plus 3 plus 3 plus 5. So what do you think are your views that courses on employment opportunity, career opportunities should be embedded in the curriculum at a school level?
Thank you very much, sir, for your question. Curriculum, what we say that we need to prepare a curriculum, but any job that a person is going to acquire, probably he is not having the basic curriculum. If we look for a person who is doing the labor work, he is not having a curriculum. Carpenter, he is not having a curriculum. But it is all skill based. If we can arrange the curriculum or remake the curriculum according to every child's skill based, wherever a child is interested in. First and foremost, from when we say 5 plus 2, 3 plus 3, we have to see that each and every child's interest, in which area the child is interested, and if we can teach them the skill based education and prepare them for the next future, 2020. Wherever the employment, wherever the child is interested in, he can bag that opportunity and plunge in, and he can get an employment for him and do the job which is interested for the child.
Thank you. Mike, hello. Hello, hello. Thank you, 𝗟𝗔. Absolutely right. You have nailed it down. From HR perspective, we are moving to a skill-based hiring. There are companies like IBM and Google who are saying, I'm not worried whether you're a graduate. I'm not worried, I don't have to have I don't need a degree. We are looking for the entire, lot of companies are moving towards skill-based. You have a particular skill, .NET, Java, C++, or you have, say, front-end developer, full stack, you know the skills, I'm going to hire you. So degrees are itself going to become a question mark.
I just would like to throw light on this. We are teaching, we are making the curriculum. There are many engineers who are there in the automobile industries and everything. But we can see when you go to a mechanic shop, a person is more knowledgeable than the person who has completed his engineering. He is not having any curriculum, nor he has gone for 4 years of degree or anything at his disposal. But he is doing an outstanding job where an engineer who has studied the automobile engineer, he is not able to rectify the error what is there in his own vehicle.
You are absolutely spot on. That's how all HR leaders are moving towards skill-based hiring, because they're able to hire the right person for the right job which matches their job description. Such people stay for a longer time, their attrition rates are much lower. That's what research has proved. Thank you so much, 𝗟𝗔 ma'am. My next question is to 𝗟𝗶𝗸𝗲 ma'am. Yeah. So, what do you think is the importance of role of soft skills? The World Economic Forum is talking about the soft skills are going to play an extremely crucial role in the year 2023 post-COVID, because during COVID times you have seen work from home, work from office, hybrid working, 2D, 3D model, and then finally work from anywhere, Timbuktu. We are what is required is deliverables at the end of the day, period, end of story. So what do you think are the role of soft skills, and how the school is actually preparing the students to ensure that, because the soft skills are nothing, it's not just limited to your academic, it's also related to your entire personal career and professional career, so that the overall development of a student. So what do you think the role the school is playing in terms of improving or enhancing the soft skills of students at a school level? Sure, comment.
Thank you, Ashish, for the question. Yeah. The frequently asked question is, what are soft skills? What is a list of the soft skills which could be given to students? So here, soft skills are human skills, which is also called as human skills. So these human skills, they are they cannot be acquired through curriculum or through syllabus, or they are acquired by knowledge, by practice, by practical implementation they can get. Most of the skills are what we know them as are communication skills, interpersonal skills, adaptability skills, entrepreneur skills, training skills. Now all these skills are the other skills are hard skills, which are job specific. These are not job specific. These are skills which are universal, and skills like interpersonal skills, they are required emotional intelligence and what is called as an awareness context. So awareness is more important in the soft skills. These soft skills, they look very impressive on the resume. So when they write a resume, when the soft skills are there, which will stand out. So to acquire these soft skills, they have to work hard. They have to work very hard, which is not very easy to learn. Skills like collaboration, time management, communication, organization, problem solving, these are some of the top skills which the industry 4, starting of the industry 4, we are still in education 3 and we have to come on to education 4.0. So, other term that we often hear is 21st century learner. So 21st learner, a student must be a digital literate along with problem solving skills and critical thinking skills. So therefore, I would say that in the paradigm shift, the rundown of the soft skills, first one is, I'll specify them. The 4 C's, we all know that. And the next is contextual intelligence, where the student or the soft skill learner or the user of the soft skill who has the soft skills will have to have a judgment for themselves. A machine cannot be having these soft skills. They cannot teach soft skills. But humans, we can know how to judge. So emotions we have, empathy we have. A machine cannot have that. The next soft skill is cognitive flexibility. Cognitive flexibility is about task switching, multitasking, task switching. So, yeah. And the other skills, we all know that they are all entrepreneurial skills in leadership. Then another skill that I would like to tell is learning skill. Learning to learn. So this can be achieved through reciprocal questioning, pause, and writing down where we went wrong. So how do we teach these skills? Through interviews, surveys, find out the gaps. So what we should do is, I think that curriculum should be rewritten.
Absolutely right,
Revise
Ashoka
the
ma'am.
curriculum.
Right. Curriculum should have soft skills, because if they don't learn at school, it will be hard for them to learn during college levels. And you must be knowing CEOs are hired for their IQ, but fired for their EQ, emotional quotient. We all know recently what did 𝗟𝗶𝗸𝗲 do, right? Google, Bard, anyone knows? Yes, no, just raise your hands. Bard was launched in a hurry by 𝗟𝗶𝗸𝗲. It was not it was not kind of, it was going out wrong information, launched in a hurry. Delayed decisions. So my point is, soft skills they are also called hard skills, because they are no longer soft. Hard skills are something about teaching classrooms, but soft skills are called hard skills, because it's only the soft skills which will differentiate a top performer at the end of the day, because all are passing out engineers 85, 90, 95%. But ultimately your attitude towards work, your interpersonal skills make a huge difference, which will help you to scale up the corporate ladder. Thank you so much, Ashoka ma'am. The next question is to Caroline ma'am. What steps have the school taken to integrate technology into the curriculum and instructions, and how are we ensuring that the teachers are supported to embrace and keep themselves updated with technology? We are talking about ChatGPT, launched by OpenAI on November 20th. They've launched ChatGPT 4. Bing is launched by Microsoft 3 days back. Bard is on the verge to be launched by Google. So today, technology, I mean, it's a part of our life, right? I mean, we wake up in the morning, we check our mobile phones, morning to night, all our gadgets, all our apps get driven through technology. We saw during COVID. I was working in a university at that point of time, and the moment we asked our faculty members, people who are on the PhD, they would take online classes, get into Microsoft Teams, Google Meets and Zooms. They're all like, actually, what the hell are you talking? We've never seen or heard all this. But yes, over a period of time, we trained them, and that's how they got acquainted. So how do you think, what steps are the schools taking to embrace, also support our educators to move along with the pace of technology? Because today morning we said only 10 hands raised. If we ask them to not chat with the ChatGPT, how are you going to chat with a student? I was just thinking that. So to run a thief, to catch a thief, you have to run faster than the thief. So we should have to have the hands-on experience in all the technology. Only then we have. Because today I have a slight difference. I don't think we are playing the role of teachers, rather we are playing the role of facilitators, a guide, a mentor, because everything is available on the internet for the students. So what steps, ma'am, if you could just throw some lights on integrating technology into the curriculum?
Thank you so much, Mr. Ashish. You actually spoke half my words. Well, yes, we are dealing with digital natives. The student today is born in a digital era, and we don't need to teach them how to use technology. But the effective use of technology within curriculum is essential. No more one of those days where we used to, promote our school saying that you have this technology. It is inevitable, and every school, I think, now integrates or uses technology, especially after the pandemic. It's not at all a choice, but at our school, yes, we have used not just having video or smart boards in the school. We also took certain apps which were personalized to develop the different skills. I didn't finish my time, by the way, I just took the mic. Technology aided conference. So, well, yes, so we at our schools, I'm sure, we have, apart from using video assistance in classes, we've mapped our curriculum into our school ERP, which helps us to engage children in blended learning, flipped classrooms. We also took many apps for development of, personalized, mapping the students personally to improve their levels. But using technology without essentially dealing with the digital immigrants. We are the digital immigrants. We're just learning to use it. And until and unless we train our teachers who are digital immigrants, they will not be able to effectively engage these digital natives. So as a school, we have continuous professional development for our teachers. We ourselves have courses aligned to our school pedagogy. We use multiple intelligence and brain compatible learning. So our teachers have a weekly course online. We give accessibility to teachers and give them opportunities to attend online workshops, in-person workshops, and we ourselves take that training too. And yes, I am very proud to say that in my school, my teachers know 𝗙𝗶𝗸𝗲 because
For asking me an apt question, what are the strategies our school has implemented to promote cross-disciplinary learning approach? Sir, I try to take very little time. First of all, we asked our teachers to find out the topics where we can include this term or include this theme of cross-disciplinary learning. In that, I want to give two instances. The first instance is we got a concept like the water cycle in class 7. Water cycle in class 7. And the same in 7th class, we have the poem The River. As well as in social, we are having the topic called as wells, tanks and rivers. So these three are of different subjects, but are saying about the same thing. So we try to come up, we asked all the teachers to come together. We made certain initiative and we try to make them understand what this concept is. In this way, I try to define what is, actually I forgot as we are in a hurry, I forgot what is cross-disciplinary. It is nothing but connecting ideas of different disciplines into one, if I am not wrong. And the second initiative what we have taken is, like we try to inculcate the physics laws of reflection, the motion and projectile motion in basketball game. So there also we got a lot of fruitful results from the students. They were able to understand the concept very easily. And in the third thing, during the science fair, in the recent science fair, they used this concept and they tried to make one project fair exhibit called as school model window, school bus model window. They used 𝗙𝗵𝗸𝗲, they used this collaborative thinking and cross-disciplinary method in that, and they tried to make one project called as school bus waste. Generally, when we eat chocolates or something, we throw within the school. We don't have any proper disposable method. So the students try to make one exhibit.
Sort of creativity and things
yes.
like that.
So it helps the student to understand what is cross-disciplinary learning approach.
Absolutely.
And I think this approach will make present students a forerunner in the future, as well as they will be relevant in the uncertain future and easily they can adapt to the unpredictable.
Absolutely right, Anil sir. And I think at a macro level, that's how STEM education has moved into STEAM. All of you are aware, where when we are using arts, an integrated approach to have tools like design thinking, creativity, innovation to support the STEM subjects. Thank you so much, Anil sir. My next question is to Dr. 𝗙𝗶𝗲𝗲. What steps are the school taking to address DEIP initiatives in HR? It's one of the top quadrants, I would say, the CEO scorecard, diversity, equity, inclusivity, and belongingness. These are very much required because, as we have all said, most of us, our parents, our children, are interconnected. We are connected with people across the globe, different cultures, different religions, different backgrounds. So are the school really preparing the students to embrace diversity, respect different views? What do you think are the steps taken by the school, Dr. 𝗙𝗵𝗲𝗲? Dr. 𝗙𝗵𝗲𝗲𝗲? Okay, would anyone like to take this question from the panel? I will repeat. Okay, about diversity, equity, and inclusivity. What steps are the school taking to ensure that our students are ready to face the challenges of this in the future? Please.
Yes, on this question, I would like to speak about it because every school nowadays, according to the 2020 NEP change and everything, everyone are equipped and everyone are showing their interest in giving the tools to the children, experiential learning, happy classroom, and they are prepared for next coming forth for their future. Every school, they are doing the experiments what sir was telling about. Each and every school are having the science exhibitions, experiments which are being there, and then outlook for different world tours, different educational tours and everything which are being there. So each and every school is equipping their students for the future. And with this, I think every students of every school are able to go and then think about in a different way, out of box thinking, and then work accordingly. Their mentors are there to help them out, to give them additional knowledge, and then Google, everything is there for them to search and know more about it along with the school teachers.
Sure, thank you, ma'am. Quick question to Dr. Geeta. What steps are you taking to train our students on developing their leadership skills?
Yeah. Okay. I also wind it up with only one example what we really follow in the school instead of using the terminology of the language on that. So what we do, for leadership, we also conduct elections in the school. Because that is where I always tell the children, be the leaders. And for us, okay, you need not have to, first you be the leaders, and everybody I tell them, be the heads. You have a head, think with that and do the things and not the tails standing behind. So for that sake, we conduct elections, and also children, they select the people and all, and that people, they solve the problems of the school. And we also send the children batch-wise, right from 1st standard to 10th, we send the children batch-wise to all the few houses and all for a survey regarding anything, any topic, every year, every topic. Like this year, it was the conversation of energy. So how they use the energy, how we can save the energy. They tell some ideas and all to the parents, outside people and all. So like that, they do many practical education is going on in our school. Like we don't only believe in textual education. Thank you. Please.
At a preschool and a primary school level, we don't have leaders in that sense. But how we cater to inculcating leadership in children is by involving them in day-to-day activities at school. Like, I can tell my upper KG student to please come help me sort the, let's say, application forms in order. This is when they are a little free, of course, from their classes, but that's something that we do. We make sure to make somebody, get a head count of the children, to make sure that the small bit of, okay, I am supposed to do this today. So that is how we, at a younger stage, also try and incorporate leadership within children. So
Brilliant. Thanks, Roshni. So your question is already covered in this creativity and innovation. So I'm going to ask a separate question to you. Thank you so much for that. Dr. Suresh, my next question. And I would request you to answer in 2 sentences. Just 2 sentences. How is the school preparing the students of tomorrow?
Yeah. The foremost thing is, of course, we are preparing the global citizens tomorrow. And we have to take care of the students to be innovative, adaptable, and productive human beings. That should be there. But the task is, of course, it is just one line of saying, but the task is very difficult. How to cope up this, to move that agenda, how to go reach the agenda, that's a big difficult task. Here, I think we have to make the students learn to learn. Yes, you have to make the students how to learn. And lifelong learning is an important aspect. As in the morning session, I think within 13 months, I think, the knowledge is got outdated. So we have to keep abreast of knowledge that happens only with a lifelong learning.
Sure, thank you. What we'll take these 2 pointers. Lifelong learning is very important and children should learn continuously. Brilliant, super. Last question to Syed sir. How do you assess teachers the need for upskilling and reskilling? Because most of the skills are going to get redundant and they have a very short span, prepaid currency card. So how are we going to take care of that?
Yes, first of all, you have to learn from your mentors. So my guru was Dr. Sharma, who ignited the mind today what I have for the highest position as a correspondent, director and principal. I went on from scratch to the brand, all different schools of Telangana. So once upon a time there was a slogan in Telugu, Batkuleka Pantulu. I don't know that. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. I will call my professor.
10 seconds more, max.
Yeah. So Ashish sir is helping me a lot to finish it very soon. So let me end how the things have come on. Okay, I started my journey from 98 to till date. It's all because of all my gurus, especially my Rohini teacher, school teacher, and then from college level to Dr. Sharma. Everyone, you need to have a good mentor. Okay? Because of this mentorship, I am able to produce. I wanted to become a doctor, but today I have produced so many doctors and engineers. It's all because of teacher industry. Okay? So this is one of the best profession and industry.
Good sir. So with this we will end your thing. Absolutely, Guru-Shishya relationship, I think that's very, very important, a very good quality. And with this note, we would like to thank you everyone for patiently listening. And we will take in 33 minutes. Thank you so much.